everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're covering the Disney film Dinosaur.
Now this film centers around an Iguanodon named Aldar. And he's being raised by lemurs after his nest was attacked by predators. Now, when a meteorite I should say, I would say the meteoric destruction, but we can
Might
say that
too. Yeah.
Destroys his family's home. They join a pack of dinosaurs who are journeying to a new nesting ground and to find a safe haven from all the craziness that's going on.
Yes. And before we start the movie, be sure to like, subscribe, and click notification bell to get updates on future podcasts and World of Paws videos.
Absolutely.
So, I've heard about this movie for years. I remember seeing it once when I was very young, but I didn't remember the movie that much. I remember getting it from the library, but I barely remember what happened in it.
So I don't think I saw it. I think you saw it, but I did.
No, I think I just got from the library, saw that point, got like Bambi, and then that was it. So I heard from Richard and Isaiah, a lot of fellow rascals who are dinosaur fans, that this movie's really good and very action-packed, and if you love dinosaurs, you'll love this movie. So we found it at a store for $1 or $2, and said, okay, we'll watch it.
And we have to say the animation was really good.
Yes. And usually you see movies like this, usually the purpose is to be both entertaining and education, like when they had Walking with Dinosaurs. And for this film, it was less educational, more entertainment. You got your education and a bonus feature.
Definitely.
Walking with Dinosaurs put out information as you were watching the film. New dinosaur came on screen. Here's the name, what it is, habits. That's it. Movie, and the movie keeps going. Dinosaur, you have to like figure out some of the dinosaurs when you look at them, and then you go to the bonus features to find out more about them. At the time this movie was made, so the information is a little outdated, but it was still entertaining to watch.
Definitely. Yes. And an interesting story. I do like the story, how it was written. And yes, we've seen this before where someone's family is lost and destroyed and they are adopted by another one and they go on a journey. But again, I love when someone finds a new way to tell an old art and makes it interesting. And this was definitely interesting and again, beautifully animated. Right.
And for here, when Aldar is taken in by lemurs, I mean, it's understood what happened. They show you how it happened. And the movie doesn't make it part of the plot to say over and over again, he's a dinosaur raised by lemurs, he doesn't belong. They didn't write a fish out of water story, nor did they write he's got to find his own dinosaur pack or anything. It was never part of the story. It was never a subplot or a conflict or anything.
And we know this was made a while ago, but it was still a refreshing change from what we see now as a trope where that is the case. It was nice to see the lemurs just loved him and he loved the lemurs and that was it.
That's it. There was nothing more. And then when the dinosaur saw that, oh, that's your family, that was it. There was no conversation about it. Just like, all right, and then they kept going with the movie.
Now his lemur mama wanted to get him a girl. Well, no, a wife. Forget it. She wanted to get him a wife because all their other children they had gotten wives for or husbands, and they wanted to get a wife for him. And she's like, I'm not gonna give up. We're gonna find someone for you.
He couldn't do where he was because it was all lemurs. So, but for here, they said they're migrating through these different parts of the, I'm gonna say continent, because they don't tell you where they are. Of course, I guess it was still Pangea. So they were walking to find a new ground that was safe from predators. It had lots of water. It would be lots of plants for the herbivores to eat. So because they were all herbivore dinosaurs. So that was the purpose of them making this long trek to find this new place where they could settle and have plenty of resources for the
living.
And of course you had your sort of headstrong leader, didn't want to listen to anybody else but himself. So that was like really one of two conflicts in here. That and then there was this constant Tyrannosaurus going after them. They're just following them the whole movie.
Yeah, they were being trailed by them.
Yeah, because
probably all the dinosaurs that existed, this particular pack is the one they wanted.
Right. It's like, yeah, and they have velociraptors too, and it's like, there are like others you can eat. Why you gotta go after this one specifically? Or is it because it's vengeance?
Or just eat some grass.
Right.
Some leaves.
Or is it a vengeance thing? Where it's like, oh, you hit this dinosaur. Okay, no, you gonna follow you all the way to the new place. It's like you dinos hold a grudge, but we get it for the story. So it's kind of funny in a way.
Yes, definitely. And he falls for the sister of the leader of the pack.
Yes.
And he really didn't want to let them follow, but he befriended some of the older dinosaurs who people kept leaving behind.
Right.
And
because they were a little slower than the rest.
And he wanted to make sure that they got to where they were going with everyone else. And even when they would go faster, he and his family would stay behind so that they weren't left alone. And that was really a nice part of the story. Because, yeah, they would have been eaten a long time ago by the ones that were trailing them.
Right.
But he wouldn't leave them. And the leader kept getting angry about it. His sister kept kind of calming him down about it. But I do, again, like the story that was told. That was a nice part of it. You know, they got to find out that they were not dinosaurs that no one cared about. They weren't useless. He kept telling them they had lost the offer. And I thought that was really nice. That was a nice change from some of the movies we've seen.
Yes, because usually there's a standard formula or trope. I guess long before Disney had established it as you must do this for every movie, where they have to have some type of tragedy happen like every 5 minutes. You go, oh, happy.
And we kept waiting for it because we were like, okay, it's coming. Okay, it's coming. It was nice to get to the end of the movie. And there was only one.
Right.
But he brought it upon himself, unfortunately.
Right.
But the ones that you kept thinking were going to be taken out weren't taken out.
Right. So, and it wasn't like a whole trend of, oh, happy, something funny happens, then something bad happens. Something funny happens, something bad happens. And it's always, usually for Disney, it's an up and down thing. The minute you're feeling better in the movie, oh, someone's taken out, and then you got sad for 20 minutes, and it's always back up, back to funny, and it just goes like a roller coaster for them. But that didn't happen here. You were actually enjoying the whole story. You enjoyed the characters. Everyone had their own personalities, and the music on top of it was fantastically made.
Yes.
And the animation on the dinosaurs for just only 2000 was amazing because it looked actually pretty far ahead.
Yes, definitely.
I know now the dinosaurs look even more realistic. It looks like they're really right there, and this was supposed to be animated. But even for 20 or 21 years ago now, it felt like a movie you could see in live action because they looked like dinosaurs.
Definitely. And you would have hoped because of the animation and the storytelling and the music and everything together that this movie did really, really well. But it's like no one mentions it anymore. You don't hear about it. I don't know if they plan on doing a reboot since they're rebooting everything. But it probably would be more like a Jurassic Park.
Probably be more danger.
Now. Right.
It'd be more danger, more adventure.
I think the wholesomeness of this movie would definitely be lost in a reboot.
Right. And there's no humans in this because it's supposed to be taking place before humans existed. So it was just the dinosaurs and the other animals.
Although some people do debate whether humans existed or not based on some artwork that's being found and also some statues depicting humans with dinosaurs during the time. So, but for this version, as you mentioned, there were no humans.
Right. But, you know, all in all, the movie is very well done. It doesn't feel like it's dated at all, except for maybe the information on the dinosaurs and the bonus features. Not the movie's fault, it's just what they had at the time.
Exactly.
So, I think the movie was really fun. I can see why a lot of people are fond of it, whether they grew up with it or they go back and watch it, and it feels like one of those older Disney movies that has so much charm to it that you don't mind seeing it so many times, and you can see there's a lot of heart put into the movies like that.
Definitely. So, if you've seen the movie Dinosaur, let us know what you think in the comments below, and let us know if you saw it when it originally came out, or if, like us, you found it, you know, long after, and you've come to enjoy what it offers as well.
Right. And be sure to like, subscribe, click notification bell to get updates of future podcasts and more of Paws videos.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Oscar Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.
And reporters sitting flashing lights, trying to walk around, man. Who the hell are you? What you wanna do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. With her in my dreams, she was my queen. I cast Hustling the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket. Give it to you later on in the form of a locket.